All right, welcome everybody. I'm excited to be with you. I'm Clayton Mass, co-founder and CEO of Keap, and I have been looking forward to this call for quite some time. So I want to thank you for joining and being a part of this. I promise to make this next hour a useful, a productive use of your time. And I'm excited to reconnect with many of you. In some cases, friends of Keap from years past, others people who have been in our corner for some time and doing some great things with us, and then others, some new folks that are coming to the table to be a part of what we're doing here. So very excited to share with you a little background, and then what we're up to that will have special meaning to you and a way that you can be involved in what we're doing. All right, so I'm calling this special call Friends of Keap, and the reason is that we have a lot of different kinds of partners. We have certified partners, we have influencer partners, we have developer partners, software partners, we have strategic partners. We got lots of different kinds of partners. And we have some people who are quasi partners, who are customers or users or have one-time been partners, all kinds of different people who are a part of what we call Keap Nation. And we're going to talk about today how you can be involved in that, regardless of what role you've played in the past, what role you're playing now. There's an opportunity in the future that you want to be a part of. Now, if you were at Let's Grow Summit in November, I started to give a little precursor of this, of what's going on. And if you've been watching closely some of the things I've been sharing from a product standpoint, you probably have been seeing things that we're talking about in terms of our platforms and how we are unifying and bringing them together. And those are all the Let's Grow messages I was sharing, the product messages I've been sharing, those all are weaving together to create the foundation for what we'll talk about today. So what we're going to talk about is the story of small business automation. Now, in order to understand this, you got to take a big step back and look at the picture of the market over a prolonged period of time. And I can look at this because it was many, many years ago that we introduced marketing automation. So when I say introduced marketing automation, I mean that it didn't exist for small businesses. It wasn't a thing. So let's get started with this story. Now, maybe not that long ago, and maybe not in a galaxy that far away, but certainly quite some time ago, 14 years ago, in fact, we wrote a book, built a product, and we launched marketing automation for small businesses. I remember sitting around the campfire of an executive offsite when we were saying, what do we call this? Because it wasn't a thing. And when we said marketing automation, it was kind of clunky as it came out of our mouths, but we said, you know what? Let's go with it. And marketing automation for small businesses was born, and this was 2010, before there was such a thing as Campaign Builder, before there were a bunch of competitors out there in the market. There was this need to apply automation to marketing. And we had a blast with this. We grew our business. We became the market leader in marketing automation for small businesses as our customers began to adopt marketing automation. And in fact, I remember back then I said, look, we're going to create lots of competition. There aren't a bunch of competitors around right now, but you watch over this 10-year mission, which is what I called it back then. We called it our Everest BHAG back then. Some of you will recall. We said there will be lots of competitors that will come into this space. And that's okay, because we're creating something that's amazing for small businesses and is greatly needed. All right, so after many years of success, we said, look, there are millions of small businesses we want to get to, and 90% of them are solopreneurs. So we need to serve solopreneurs, and we tried to do that. We tried to go down market to serve solopreneurs. It didn't work. And many of you saw this, knew this. Some of you warned me and said, hey, Clay, you don't want to do this. These struggling solopreneurs that are just getting started in their business, they don't need the product and the power that you've created. And you know what? That was true. The solopreneurs didn't need the automation that we created. They really didn't have the problem that we solve, and they couldn't afford it. And we learned that. And we learned that the hard way, because as we were focusing on simple CRM for entrepreneurs, these solopreneurs, we started falling behind the marketing automation competition. And we felt that. And some of our partners were feeling that and saying, hey, well, we went through a very dark period. We all are familiar with what happened there. And gradually we started to recognize, okay, While marketing automation is interesting and exciting for a lot of folks out there, the reality is it's becoming commoditized. It's highly competitive, and it's a race to the lowest price for a common set of features. And that's not what we wanted to do. So we began working behind the scenes, unbeknownst to lots of people out there, to do something a little different. Now, one of the really cool things is we had this easy version of our product that we created, Simple CRM. Then we had the powerful Infusionsoft. Remember that, because that'll come into play in a minute. So last year, we got back to our strength. We said, hey, we are serious automation for serious small businesses. That's who we are. We love small business. We love helping them grow, but it's about serious automation. And if you're not ready for our automation, then that's okay, but we're going to stay focused on who we really serve. And we began building and focusing for that customer. So when we talked to our best customers and our partners and we said, hey, tell us about this product that you use, this, you call it Infusionsoft, you might call it Keap, but what is it? What do you call it? And they said, well, it's not just marketing automation, it's business automation. In fact, what we heard over and over is, Clay, team, Keap, we automate our entire business using Keap. We heard things like, it's the automation engine of my business. We heard things like, if I can automate it, I can flowchart it. We heard things like, my brain now thinks in Keap. We heard things like, it is the central nervous system of my business. We heard things like, I automate my entire back end with Keap. We heard these phrases over and over and over, which helped us get really clear on who we are for the market. We also got really clear that it's not just about software. It's not just about a tool. You need the strategy, you need the services in order to create success. And indeed, this is what so many of our certified partners do. And many people out in Keap Nation will take our software, add some strategy and some services to it to drive up success for our customers. So last year, we started to do a lot of this work. First on software, we did unification around this simple UI that we had created with Keap and the powerful platform that we created a long time ago with Infusionsoft, and we began bringing those together in unification. And at the Let's Grow Summit, we showed, hey, we are now starting to make this available to you, and I'll have more on that in just a minute. We created what we call our Solution Launchpad, where partners, strategic partners, could create an edition of Keap for their vertical or their franchise or their tribe. We also injected a ton of AI to make it much easier for customers and partners to create automation. And then we did a really, really cool thing with our coaching portal where partners and internal coaches can go in behind the scenes, inject the strategy, set up the guidance for the customer to lead them to success. So that was all around software and partly around strategy, because of course with strategy, we leaned into lifecycle automation, brought Keap Academy more to the forefront, and you'll see that continue to happen. We put the in-product strategy playbook into the product, where the coach can go into the back end with coaching portal and the customer has a front end experience so that they can see what they need to be doing. And there's actually a little floating widget that guides customers to success. Strategy embedded in the software. We've wanted to do that for a long time, and we did that in 2023. Now, the other thing we did in 2023 is we said, look, we looked at our success profile for customers, and we recognized that those who consume services, whether that's from Keap or from partners, are much more successful. And we needed to get more of our customers consuming services. So we introduced memberships. We introduced our silver, gold, and platinum membership levels. We acquired the factory so that we could fulfill more done-for-you services for customers. And we began selling services. And I saw a real tipping point of that at the Let's Grow Summit in November. And we're seeing that just pick up steam and momentum. So 2023 was an important foundational year for us. We did a lot of work in our software, in strategy, and in services to pave the way for what we're about to do in the market. And that's what this call is all about today. Because in 2024, we are launching small business automation to the market. Now you might say, oh, I've heard of that, or hey, isn't that kind of what you're doing? Or let me just tell you that when we created marketing automation, drag and drop builders didn't exist. So many things with landing pages didn't exist. There were lots of things that just didn't exist in the space for marketing automation. So when I say we're launching small business automation, we'll be doing that all across 2024. And this isn't just a one-time thing. We will be building this and creating something amazing, because at Keap, we know that automation is the great game changer for small businesses. And Keap Nation is all about putting automation to work in your business. So this might look familiar. We wrote the book, we're building the product, and we're launching small business automation to build Keap Nation. I'll tell you more about the book in just a minute, as well as the product and other things that we're doing. And we will be the leader in small business automation for serious businesses. And what do I mean by serious businesses? 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses who are tired of the chaos and know that automation is the way to growth, profit, and freedom. So when we say small business automation, we're talking about automating your entire business to create growth, profit, and freedom. Sure, marketing automation is super important to collect leads, build relationships with leads and clients, and then sales automation to convert clients and optimize the sales process. But it's what happens after that. And it's what we saw over and over and over that our customers are doing with our automation platform that we want to really lean into. And that's after the point of sale, all of the things that need to occur with the service automation, the back-end fulfillment, all of the things that are necessary to create raving fans and deliver a consistent customer experience that then produce what I always call the 3 R's of profit: reviews, referrals, and repeat business. That's what fans do. Now, of course, that should look similar to customer lifecycle, but beneath that, and what we saw that got us very, very excited, is the operations automation. And this is streamlining internal processes, automating mundane tasks, everything that a small business can automate to create more growth, profit, and freedom in the business. Those are the components of small business automation. And over time, we will share and reveal more and more of this. And you'll see it in the product. You'll see it in our teaching. You'll see it as we create this category of small business automation for 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses. So it's important to recognize that marketing automation is great and all, but if you're just doing that, you're actually perpetuating the problem. That's right. If you're just doing marketing automation, you actually perpetuate the problem. And what's the problem? Well, to get to the problem, we got to first start with what is it that small businesses are really looking for? What do business owners and their teams want? Well, quite simply, they want more money, more time, and they want more control. They don't want the business to be owning them. And yet, that is not what they get. Although, if you could summarize in a word, you'd say they want freedom. What they get in a word is chaos. Small business chaos is the disorganization and breakdowns that happen due to overwhelming workload and poor systems and processes. And let's face it, the workload is too much. There's too much for small businesses to do. And it becomes very manual and very repetitive. And that's whether you're talking about your marketing process, your sales process, your service process, your internal workflows, all of the operations that drive your business. There's just too much to do. And systems and processes break down. And so small businesses settle for far less than what they were after when they were seeking freedom. Instead, they get that chaos. And what does it look like? Well, you know, you've seen it, you've experienced it. I've experienced it, we all have. It's disorganization. It's overwhelm because that workload is just too much and there are never enough hours in the day. It's missed opportunities. It's things that are slipping through the cracks, not just leads, but customers, opportunities, deadlines, handoffs, projects, you name it. Things slip through the cracks and it creates an inordinate amount of inefficiency and waste and ultimately weak profit in the business. And the business owner and their hardworking team members are running like crazy, wearing all the hats, juggling all the balls, and experiencing a tremendous amount of business and life imbalance. Well, I've seen this over the past 20 years, a lot. And what results is, unfortunately, what this picture shows. It's upset customers, team members, family members, and business owners, as well as all those who are part of the business. And it starts to show up as failure. First as slowdown and stagnation. You might think it's growing pains, but actually what begins to happen is there's a stagnation and there's an energy that starts to dissipate in the business. And soon it turns into burnout. and eventually business failure. Now, sometimes that failure shows up as downsizing, selling out. Sometimes it shows up as closing shop altogether. Sometimes it shows up as the business owner just shutting down personally. But that failure is not okay. We do not want that. What we want is we want success. We want it in the form of more money, time, control, and impact. I talk about this in Conquer the Chaos. I talked about it when I co-wrote the first book with Scott 14 years ago. And I talk about it quite a bit more in this second edition that I'll tell you about in just a minute. So what we know they want and what we know you want is more freedom in your business. You and your team want that. What's the solution? Well, it all comes down to how we conquer the chaos. How we conquer the chaos is this message that we're taking out to the world this year. And we're going to do it in a number of ways. But the simple message is this. First, you get clear on your customer life cycle. Help the business understand that. And by the way, for you certified partners, this should sound very, very familiar because you do this type of thing. Whether you call it customer life cycle, you help them get clear on their processes. So many times there's chaos because there's not clear process. And at Keap and so many of our partners, we help them get clear on the process. And then step 2 is we can begin automating the most glaring problems. Now, the oldest trick in a consultant's book is to find the low-hanging fruit that's the most painful, pluck it, provide that to the client, and then more to come, right? Well, that's the way we do it as well. We begin automating the most glaring problems, and then we continue automating manual, repetitive tasks. And we don't stop there. We keep automating all across the customer lifecycle and all throughout internal operations. So this is what it means to automate the business, to get that growth, profit, and freedom. And when you look at what small businesses are trying to accomplish, they want that growth, profit, and freedom. And they will sometimes look for a tool here and a tool there. But it's important to recognize that it is a package. When we're working with our partners, they're providing a package. When you work with Keap, we are back to providing a package. We moved away from that for a long season, but that does not work well. You've got to have, as we say all the time, software plus strategy plus services. So when you put that together, it's possible to go and create and achieve the purpose that we are up to. This is why we exist. We liberate and empower entrepreneurs to strengthen families, communities, and economies. And we've built Keap Nation around this purpose and around our values and around our mission. And we love you partners and friends of Keap who have galvanized around a purpose. Whether it's these exact words, it's something very similar in spirit. We see it over and over and over. And so why is this so important to us? Because we see that what they want, what business owners want is freedom, and what they get is chaos. They become captive to the business. And that does not enable them to achieve the outcomes that they want. On the other hand, when an entrepreneur is liberated and empowered and is successful, the ripple effects are amazing. They strengthen families, communities, economies. It's incredible. You've seen it, you've felt it, you've been a part of it, you've done it yourself. And I salute small business owners everywhere who are effective in doing this work. Now, I say this that's very important. A lot of times we hear people say, oh, it's, small businesses are the backbone of the economy. That's not quite true. It's growing small businesses that are the backbone of a strong economy. That's what we're after. We want to help them grow, get that growth, but not just growth of revenue, growth of profit, growth of more time, more control, more impact. So let's talk about how we take this to the market. How do we take small business automation to the market? What are we going to be doing in 2024? And what does it mean for you? Well, there are 5 major initiatives, and you can get involved in these things. And we're going to spend some time on this call talking about it. The purpose of this call and the questions I'll answer here at the end is to dive in on this. But actually, let me just go back Let me just go back and pause here for a second, because there were a couple of questions that came in. Wes, love your question. You said, really? 8-figure business is a small business? Yes, this is how we define it. So we define it as 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses. Now, The government will say up to 500 employees. We think that's a bit high. We would say it's probably more like around 100 employees. And there are lots of different variations, from a very successful solopreneur that's doing six figures. I even know of a few solopreneurs that are doing seven figures. But more commonly, it's about a 2 to 5 person company that's doing six figures, about a 5 to 20 person company that's doing a few million, seven figures into a few million, and then 25, 50, up to 100 employees plus that are doing eight figures. Now, those numbers change a little bit. You can read all about the stages of small business growth in Conquer the Chaos. I talk about not only the stages and how they change, but I also talk about the plateaus where businesses get stuck. What we've seen in over 2 decades of working with small businesses, where you can either get stuck, you can settle into a stage and drive more profit, you can move to the next stage. But there's a lot of research that we did, and I illuminate it more clearly than ever before in Conquer the Chaos, the second edition. But yes, 6, 7, and 8 figure businesses, that's who we focus on. And obviously they need things that are a little bit different. But we got a lot of customers that are using Keap and doing 20, 30, 40, 50 million in annual sales. We love that. Now, they are a little bit of the outliers. They're kind of the top percentage of our customers, but most of our customers are in the 6 and 7 figures and want to get to 8 figures and continue growing, and we want to help them do that. David Holland, great to hear from you. So glad you're joining us. You said, I didn't think that the AI coaching portal thing was working. We've done a ton of AI. There's a lot of AI all throughout the product. And then there's also the coaching portal that is separate right now, but those two are coming together. So I think that's what you're referring to. You've been behind the scenes for a while, but you should note that there is both a bunch of work happening on AI and coaching portal, and some really cool things happening there. Okay, and then I'm gonna jump into how we're taking small business automation to the market and the ways that you can get involved. So 5 major initiatives I'll run through here. First, educating the market. Second, building out the product for small business automation. Third, pre-built solutions and verticals. Fourth, our advisory board and influencers that we've assembled. And then fifth, and most relevant for this call, I'll share with you our affiliate program we're introducing, how you can be a part of that and why it would matter to you, what it means if you're a certified partner, if you've been a former partner, all those kinds of things. All right, so let's talk about educating the market. Let me tell you, I am so excited about this book. Let me give you a little background. Scott and I co-wrote the book 14 years ago, and we got help from an awesome copywriter, ghostwriter named Stephanie Fleming. And let me tell you that when I decided to do a revised edition this year, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. We're not going to use a ghostwriter. We're going to really write this. And I went to Scott and I said, Scott, I want to do this. And he said, you know what? I'm having a blast in product. Why don't you do the book? And so I did. I said, okay, I'll take that on. And I poured everything that I've learned over the last 20 plus years, living, teaching, coaching, entrepreneurship. I poured it all into the book. Everything that, if you've been around our company, you've heard us talk about all the things that we do around lifecycle automation. You've heard us talk about the stages of small business growth. You've heard us talk about the hierarchy of success. You've heard us talk about the 1s and 3s of revenue and what you need to do to avoid the plateaus. You've also heard us talk about leadership. You've seen us create and spin out Elite Mastermind, it was Elite Forum, and now it's called Elite Entrepreneurs, which has programs for masterminding, etc. But that's all of our leadership work, the strategy, and the way that we taught that to customers for a long time, and now continue to do that through Elite. I saw so many things that we had taught over the years that I wanted to get into the book. And so we revised the book. It's called Conquer the Chaos, the 6 Keys to Success for Entrepreneurs. There are 3 personal keys. They are mindset, vision, and rhythm. And what that means specifically is not just a mindset for success, but a personal life vision for how you achieve it, and then a rhythm of execution on how you go after it. I took all of the learnings that I've had over the many years, working with my coach, Steve Hardison, working with strategic coach and Dan Sullivan and a couple of different coaches there, working with others, and all that I've read and consumed and reading 24 books a year for 20 years now. and all of the work that we did around productivity, and I put that into a method of how you do it. And it was born out of all of the times that employees and customers and different people came and said, "Hey, how do you do this?" And I'd show them, they'd say, "That's really cool," but I never put it anywhere. And so I put it in the book. It's part of the personal keys to success, those 3 personal keys. Again, mindset, vision, and rhythm of execution. And then there's the business keys to success. And those are strategy, broken into company strategy and customer strategy. Company strategy is all about what we've taught at Elite over the years with our strategy planning method. Customer strategy is our customer lifecycle methodology, how we teach that. So strategy is key number 1 on the business side. Key number 2 is automation, and that should come as no surprise. And then key number 3 is leadership. So those are the 6 keys to success for entrepreneurs, the 3 personal keys of mindset, vision, and rhythm, the 3 business keys of strategy, automation, and leadership. I had an absolute blast writing this book. And let me tell you this, I thought it was going to be like a revised edition, meaning about 10 to 20% would be new content. It's the reverse. It's about 80 to 90% new content. And some of the frameworks and some of the things from the past are still carried over into the second edition. But I absolutely love it. It is the book that I wish I could have read many years ago. In fact, last week I was recording the audiobook of this in LA, and I got done reading and I was like, I freaking love this book. It is so awesome. I'm so excited to get it out to the market, and we would love for you to help participate in that. Obviously, there's ways to do that, and we'll share a little more about that here. But the Conquer the Chaos book is a major way that we will be launching small business automation and educating the market, just like we did when we introduced Conquer the Chaos, the book, and marketing automation to small businesses 14 years ago. Can you believe it was 14 years ago? We also have a podcast, the Conquer the Chaos podcast. I've recorded a number of episodes already. Those have started coming out. I would love to interview any of you if you're like, hey, I'd love to do that and talk about how I've conquered the chaos, particularly around these 6 keys. And of course, my number 1 key I talk about is automation, because it is about going from chaos to freedom through automation. So the podcast is coming. We've got a Facebook group that's coming out as well for Conquer the Chaos. A bunch of content that we're doing. I've got a course that we've already created for it. We have events we're doing around this, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Lifecycle automation is, love seeing that. Heather Wells already ordered your copy. So awesome. And then of course, partners. And this is where partners of all kinds have an opportunity to come be a part of what we're doing in the waves that we're creating. So educating the market, there was a season where we were all about education. And then over a period of time, that pendulum swung and we became all about paid advertising and less about education. And just know that you will see in 2024 a major educational push around Conquer the Chaos with small business automation. All right, so that's number 1. The second initiative is all that we're doing to build out product. Now, this is one where I'm just going to give a very, very small sneak peek. I'm not going to do too much here because you'll see this over time, but I am so excited. I'm so excited about the way that our product team over the past year has gotten into a groove and has started to serve and deliver features and function that matter to serious small businesses, these 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses that are tired of the chaos and want to use automation to get growth, profit, and freedom. Now, I mentioned that we did a lot of 2023 foundational work. This was to set the stage for the work we're doing. It was the creation of the coaching portal. It was the creation of the in-app playbook. It's the solution launchpad, which enables people to create a pre-built solution for their vertical, their franchise, their tribe. It was bringing together Keap and Infusionsoft into a modern interface in Ultimate, and owning and embracing the fact that Ultimate is the future for our business, that Infusionsoft, that product is not going away. What you know as Classic is now Ultimate. I'll share something cool about that here in just a minute. And then, of course, all the different things we're doing around the pre-built solutions to help customers automate their entire business. This was really awesome foundational work. Some of you have seen it a little more closely, some of you have not. And I'm confident that most of you, if not all of you, have not seen it fully in what we've already done in 2023. But 2024 is exciting. There's some really cool things we're doing. As we mentioned at Let's Grow, Ultimate is starting to roll out. We've introduced this now to a small segment of our customers. This is what was known as Classic, that basically is the combination of the easy interface that we created when we were trying to go down market and serve that solopreneur with simple CRM. But that easy interface now combined with not only the power of Infusionsoft and Classic, but even greater power that we're adding. This is awesome stuff. I've got co-founders and an excited product team that are doing some really, really cool things around small business automation. And Ultimate is at the top end of our product line. And the work we did last year to unify the user interface will be followed this year by more of that unification of features and one platform that we're building for you. So cool thing around Ultimate is at Let's Grow, we started to introduce it. Since then, 19%, we've had a 19% increase in total sales. We've had 30% plus net new apps coming from direct sales on Keap Ultimate. And as a testament to the fact that it's sticking with customers who are trying it, and some of you know that you can toggle back and forth. Well, 94% of those who have tried the Ultimate UI in our beta right now are sticking with it, which is really awesome. And we're excited to eventually say that the label of Classic is being replaced by the label of Ultimate, because let's face it, Classic is great for soda, not so much for software. All right, so that's Ultimate. There's some other things we're doing that I'm just going to share a little bit about. The Automation Builder is getting a really awesome upgrade. And you're going to see more and more of how you use automation to drive internal operations, to drive operations of client fulfillment and back end of your business. Some really cool things that we're doing there. That's going to be a ton of fun, but it's more just a bit of a tease for now. So the third initiative is pre-built solutions and verticals. This is exciting stuff. What I'm showing on the screen here is Donald Miller's Coach Builder CRM that's coming out in about 6 weeks. He's written a book called Coach Builder, and in that book, he recommends that you use a platform, and we've partnered with him to create Coach Builder CRM powered by Keap. This is just one of many examples that are underway right now where partners and really savvy entrepreneurs, and in some cases influencers, are creating a solution for their tribe, their vertical. And the awesome thing is that they can embed all of their strategy. They can embed their video so that when the customer is in Keap using the product, they're not only getting the dashboards, the strategies, the guidance, all the automations that are recommended and co-created with Keap and the partner, but they also can pull up videos. They can receive guidance and tips. There's a little floating widget on the right here of the screen that you see that is a little button that will pop up and guide the customer through whatever it is that they need to do. Smart partners, savvy influencers are working with us to create a solution or embedding their strategy in Keap so that we can create more than just software for our customers. This is really awesome initiative. We're going to be doing much more of this. Exciting to be launching this with Don Miller here in just a few weeks. And we've got a number of others that are in the works. So this is pretty cool stuff for this year. And we invite you to think about, okay, well, what's your tribe? What's your vertical? Who could you partner with? In many cases, by the way, a certified partner and an influencer are coming together to create something really, really cool with Keap's pre-built solutions and what we call our solution launchpad. All right. So yes, and it is a great partnership for this between us and StoryBrand and Don Miller and his team. So this next one is something I'm really excited about. Years ago when we started Infusionsoft, in sort of a accidental way, we got some key influencers behind us, people like Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer, and they started to promote the product, and it had a massive impact. And so we decided, you know what, as we launch small business automation, we're going to go to a bunch of customers who have built their business using Keap and who have a major reach and major influence. And we're going to formalize this. We're going to create an advisory board, and we're going to work with them closely to help us take small business automation out to the market. We assembled this board, and for the first time met a couple months ago, and we meet in the fall. And I'm going to tell you in just a minute why this matters to you and how you can benefit from it. So right now we have 8 advisory board members. These are rock stars, amazing people that have built 8-figure businesses and beyond in some cases, and using Keap to help them grow their business. So this is an all-star group. You've got Michael Hyatt, Donald Miller, Pete Vargas, Robin Robbins, Rory Vaden, Jenna Kutcher, Joe Polish, and Ed Milet. And we've got a couple others that we're working on. We'll round this out to 10, and we'll announce it officially once we fill out the 10, but I'm sharing it with you all for now. And you'll see how passionate these folks are about the product. And why is that? Well, you look at Donald Miller. He built his business, and he'll tell you, I've done interviews with him. We've done a bunch of different we've done some different webinars, and there's a reason he's building Coach Builder on Keap, and it's because he used Keap to build his business. Pete Vargas has an awesome story. He built his business up, and then during our dark years, he went away from Keap. And then last year, he came back to us and said, hey, my team tells me, we've tried a couple of other different marketing automation solutions out there, and there's a bunch of things that we can't do with those. We want to use Keap again. They came back to Keap, and a few months later, I said, hey, I'm going to put this advisory board together. You've got a superpower in leveraging stages. We want to get back to doing that work. Let's partner up. And so we've partnered together, and he's joined the advisory board, and there's some really cool things happening there. And they're loving the usage of Keap to grow their business. Robin, for heaven's sake, she's built an empire using Keap and taking Keap as a pre-built solution to her vertical of managed service providers. Rory's a guy who's built 6 businesses using Keap, 2 of them to 8 figures. Just amazing. And then Michael Hyatt, the other one on the top, Michael built his business using Keap in those early days. His business has grown to such a stage that they now use HubSpot, but he knows Keap, knows the power of Keap, and is excited to be on the advisory board. Jenna has used our product for years and years, has built such an amazing brand. And you know what? Joe is customer number 2. So Joe is customer number 2, has been with us for a long time. Anyway, the point is, these are amazing influencers who are incredible mouthpieces, spokespeople for the company, and have an opportunity to help us, or have the ability to help us take small business automation out to the world. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, first of all, it creates amazing ripple effect and a big splash for everybody in Keap Nation to be a part of. When we build Keap Nation, doing it as the manufacturer of the software is kind of hard. But when you go build an army of people who are all about this purpose, to liberate and empower entrepreneurs to strengthen families, communities, and economies, and who know that automation is the great game changer for small businesses, that enables entrepreneurs to buy back their time, to stop trading hours for dollars, to get that growth, profit, and freedom. And then you have luminaries like these who have done it and are talking about it and sharing. That gets pretty exciting. And the really cool thing for all of you is this last thing we're doing is we're creating an affiliate program. And the affiliate program is it's a 10% lead commission. So you refer somebody to us, you get 10%. If you sell, you get 20%. And if you sell, and this is recurring, of course, and it's also lifetime. For now, it's as an introductory offer. There may be a point when we don't do lifetime, but for this affiliate program, for now, as we introduce this and kick it off, it'll be lifetime recurring commissions for as long as your customer is with Keap. That's what this affiliate program is. Now, the 10% versus 20% is a lead versus a sale. But most people are busy running their business and they're not selling our software. We get that. Although if you want to, please do knock yourself out. We want you to help us build Keap Nation in that way. But we're going to be doing events over the course of the year. And when we do events, when you drive people to sign up at that event, if they buy at that event that we're putting on, then you'll get paid as a sale commission, not just a lead commission. And so it's a really great way for you to bring people into Keap Nation and to be a part of these events and to get a sale commission to be rewarded in the process. Now, these events have our advisors heavily involved. So the very first event is on February 23rd. I'll be launching the book. It'll be a virtual summit. We're calling it the Growth and Freedom Summit. And I'll be taking the virtual stage with Donald Miller and Michael Hyatt and Robin Robbins and Rory and Pete Vargas. And we will have, at these events, we will have some of our advisory board members there teaching and serving and helping our customers, helping Keap Nation to grow and thrive. So they're not just coming and showing up every once in a while. They're going to teach. They're going to share. They're going to share their wisdom. And the really cool thing is not only will you be getting access to these folks through these events, but we're going to create a contest around the affiliate program, and we're going to do some pretty cool things for those who are really helping to build Keap Nation. So let me tell you about that. You could think of advisors as kind of the top of the tier of the program, but the second tier is what we're calling ambassadors. And ambassadors, not only do they get commissions, but we're going to make it possible for them to get Keap stock, because we want them to be a part of Keap Nation and owners in what we're doing. And so here's how it'll work for ambassadors and anybody. For the first 40 who bring 100 customers to Keap in a calendar year, we will grant them 2,500 shares of Keap stock. And it's a way for you to get skin in the game, to be a part of what we're creating and what we're building, to be owners of stock. I've heard partners ask for this for years and years and years. We've done a couple little things, but now this opens it up and says, listen, if you help us build Keap Nation by bringing 100 customers in during a course of a year, we want you to be rewarded with Keap stock. Now, of course, you'll also get swag. But the other cool thing is we're creating a mastermind, and you'll get to be a part of the mastermind at Let's Grow Summit in November. So I told everybody at Let's Grow Summit this past November that we're getting our feet back in the water of doing these events and these live events and the amazing energy that comes from Keap Nation that's unique to this incredible community. And at this November, this November at the Let's Grow Summit, we will be doing a partner day in conjunction with that. We'll be doing a mastermind with our advisory board members and those who have achieved the ambassador status, bringing 100 customers in during the course of the year. And there will be an award dinner. Now you might say, oh gosh, I can't bring in 100, that's a lot. Well, we're here to motivate you on the advocates line. So with the advocates, and I left off a couple of check boxes here. Not only do you get the commission and really cool Keap swag, but you also get to participate in that mastermind meeting with advisory board members and be a part of the award dinner. So you get everything. You don't get the Keap stock. That's specially for those who are driving Keap Nation. And why, you might say. I can hear right now some of you are saying, gosh, Clay, you don't value me for serving your customers. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. And at the awards dinner, we will value you. There is something special when a partner is bringing in a lot of customers to Keap Nation. It spreads wealth for everybody. Our service partners benefit, our customers benefit, our partners benefit, everybody benefits. So I'm putting extra chips on the table for those affiliates who rise to the level of ambassadors and to advocates. Ambassadors bring in 100 customers in a calendar year, advocates bring in 25 in a calendar year. Now here's the cool thing for the advocates. You get all of those benefits except for the stock. So you get to come be a part of this amazing thing that we're doing at Keap Nation for the Let's Grow Summit with these advisors, where we will help you, we'll teach you, we'll mastermind, we'll help you grow your business. What I love about Let's Grow Summit, and what I always loved about Icon, was that it became a major building block for our partners and our customers' year. And so in November, and we are just about to finalize the dates, but they might be November 20th through 22nd. Those are the dates we've got in the contract we're just about to sign. But the dates are, Deb's telling me dates are final. Awesome. November 20th to 22nd in Phoenix at the Sheraton, signed as of today. We will have Let's Grow Summit, and you will feel what I said 2 months ago at Let's Grow Summit. I said, listen, you will feel that specialness of a 1,000-person event where we are all working together to grow our businesses using automation. And I cannot wait for all of us to come together and be at that event. There's an electricity, an energy, a vibe that is unlike anything else out there. And we will have advisory board members there, and we'll have an incredible day at the tail end of the 20th. So the event, the Let's Grow, will be the 21st and 22nd. And by the way, you'll get details on all this stuff. So, right now we're just talking through it, but on the 20th of November, this is, by the way, the week before Thanksgiving, on the 20th is Partner Day, And at the tail end of that day is the mastermind session that we'll be doing with the advisors. And then we'll do our awards dinner after that. So it's going to be an amazing week. It's going to be an incredible November 20th, 21st, 22nd. And that event in November will be kind of the bookend event of our events in 2024. The first one is this virtual summit on February 23rd. Now, you're going to learn much more about that, because what we want you to do is get people into Keap Nation at this virtual summit. We want you to participate. We want you to attend. I'll be kicking off the book launch, and we'll also be offering to people a package that includes Keap and books. So come be a part of the Growth and Freedom Summit. I can't wait for it. We're just a little over a month away. We'll provide you the sign-up materials here in the next couple of days, as well as promotional materials, so that you can begin to get this out. You're going to see our advisors promote it. You're going to see Keap promote it. You're going to see us get back into the events game in a big way in 2024, starting with this virtual summit on February 23rd. Now, the second date to make note of is this. And this is especially important for all of the people who are trying to help us build Keap Nation. So these are certified partners, influencer partners, affiliates, develop software partners. We're going to put all of that into a partner event. And by the way, when I say partner event, don't think old certified partner event. Think partner event in a broader way. All the people who are coming together to build Keap Nation. A lot of them may not be certified partners, but they've got the ability to help us grow Keap Nation. This is going to be at the Growth and Freedom Summit that's live in Nashville, April 25th and 26th. Live in Nashville, April 25th, 26th, the Growth and Freedom live event that will sort of double as our partner conference for the year. We're going to have some special things for certified partners. We'll have some more general things for others. You guessed it, we will also have advisory board members there teaching and sharing their wisdom and helping to grow your business. This is going to be an awesome event in April 25th, 26th. One of the big things we'll be doing there is spotlighting a bunch of the pre-built solutions. So showing you what people are doing with Keap to create these pre-built solutions. We'll be spotlighting what people are doing to build Keap Nation through the affiliate program. We'll be spotlighting what software partners are doing to integrate with Keap. We'll be spotlighting all the different ways that you can help grow Keap Nation and help you build your business, along with amazing advice from advisors, executives of Keap, and our top partners. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Again, April 25th and 26th, live in Nashville. Looking forward to it. And by the way, on the evening of April 25th, and this is my special call to all who want to help me promote the book. So as you know, there's a whole thing about doing a bestseller campaign. And one of the things that you do is you do 100 people that buy 100 books for their tribes, their audiences, and help get those out. And it's no small ask, because you have to do it in order to work for the bestseller list. You've got to buy them at the normal sticker price with shipping and handling. So it's about $35 a book. But on the evening of the 25th of April in Nashville, Donald Miller has agreed to host a special dinner for all of the major promoters of the book. Anybody who is buying 100 books or more is invited to a special VIP dinner at Don's place. Yes, it's the famed and legendary Carriage House at Goose Hill, as he calls it. We did our advisory board meeting there a couple months ago, and it is pretty special. It's an awesome place where he has hosted everybody from senators to billionaire entrepreneurs to all kinds of different thought leaders, and it's a really, really cool place to be. So for those of you who want to help promote the book and who want to be a part of that VIP dinner, there's the admission to that is to actually do a bulk order of books of 100 or more to get out to your audience. And I will just say, this book is freaking awesome. It really is. I poured my heart and soul into it. And I cannot commend it enough to entrepreneurs. And by the way, whether you're a brand new starting entrepreneur or a seasoned veteran, there's a lot in this book that will help you in your business. So that's a little bit about the events and the book launch and how you can get involved in the affiliate program. Let me share a couple more things. I talked a little bit about this in terms of the timeline already, but January, it's getting employees and partners and Keap Nation to begin to ignite. In February, we've got the Growth and Freedom launch event. This is the virtual summit with advisors. In March, the book launches. So March 6th is the publication and the audio book launch date, March 6th. Then in April, we've got our Growth and Freedom live event in Nashville. In June, we've got some really cool things that we're doing in terms of the packaging with some major product milestones we'll be sharing with you. And then that will continue every 2 months all throughout the course of the year. Then I mentioned to you the Let's Grow Summit is kind of our culminating event. We will likely have another event or two virtually or live that are in between that April and November, but stay tuned for that. Just know that these are all part of what we're doing to launch Conquer the Chaos book and Small Business Automation. So let me finish up with this. Our brand promise is all about helping small businesses grow with automation, but not just revenue growth. I think if there's anything I learned over the past 14 years in helping small businesses grow with marketing automation, I found that way too often the revenue would grow, but the take-home pay and the profit didn't grow, or at least not in a linear fashion, if not exponential fashion, the way that it should. Instead, I've encountered story after story after story after story of entrepreneurs who say, gosh, I was making more money when there were 5 of us. Now that we've got 25 people, maybe I should just go back to that. Or, man, when there were just 2 of us, I had more money, more time. Now I've got, I'm running in a bunch of different directions now that we've got 10 employees. That's not what we want. We want to grow smarter. We want to grow profit. We want to grow not just revenue, but we want more time. We want more control. We want more impact. We want more freedom. Small business automation is about that. It is an enlightened brand promise of helping small businesses grow with automation in the way I described, and more specifically, from chaos to freedom through automation. So that's what we're up to. That's what we're creating. That's what we're doing. I'm sharing with you the call to action here, which is join the affiliate program. Now, this is very important. If you are already a certified partner with us, you don't need to do anything. You are into our affiliate program. You will get the materials to help promote this. There's nothing specific you need to do if you are already in our partner program. But if you are a former partner, or if you haven't been a partner, or maybe you're a customer, maybe you're a friend, just somebody who wants to help get the book out, help get small business automation out, be a part of this event that we're promoting and the additional events we're doing. If you just want to get involved, and by the way, it's been so fun because I've been talking to people in the last week about this, and people are just throwing their hat in there. They're like, yes, I want to do this. I can feel the energy and the excitement of it. And I can see who you're bringing to the table. This is awesome. I want to be a part of this. Well, sign up for our affiliate program. Join the Keap affiliate program. In the next few days, we will provide you the materials to start promoting the February 23rd event. And by the way, yes, we will be doing some contests, not for the February 23rd event. This is our first foray into the affiliate program, and we'll just be promoting this virtual event. But we will be doing leadership board events. We will be doing launch things to get you not only cash prizes, but merchandise and swag and different things to get into Keap Nation and bring this energy, this excitement, all these things as we launch small business automation and culminate with the Let's Grow Summit, November 20th through 22nd, downtown Phoenix, with 1,000 people who are serious about growing their business with automation, being a part of what we're doing with Keap Nation with this amazing advisory board. So come be a part of this. Sign up. Make your plans to help build Keap Nation. Take a step back. Look at your business. How could you make it to that ambassador level? And by the way, 100 customers in a year, getting 2,500 shares of stock, this can be worth a lot of money. We're working as an advisory board to say, let's go drive the share price up to $100 a share. So you can see that this is, that's our BHAG that we're working on. There's no guarantees of that, of course, but that's what we're up to. And I've got some amazing people who can help make it happen. Come join us. Come be a part of that. When you go buy stock from some, company through Wall Street, you don't get to do a lot to influence the value of that stock. Although my family would beg to differ when it comes to Apple, we seem to have lots of influence on that stock price. But generally speaking, take Apple and Amazon away, we can't really influence the stock price very much of a company we buy stock in. But in this case, you get to leverage what you're doing in your business, make your plans to bring 100 customers into Keap Nation this year and then get stock that you can make more valuable with the work that you do and all of us as we build Keap Nation. And if you say, you know what, that's just way too high, look, 25. You can find ways to bring in 25 customers this year. You can do it. There are ways to make it happen. So I just commend to you this challenge and invite you to put your mind to work and figure out how you can be a part of it, and then come to Let's Grow in November 20th through 22nd, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to have an amazing awards dinner, and then of course we'll have our partner day. We'll have the awesome event. If you missed last event, you missed an amazing keynote from James Clear. We are bringing it. We're going to bring to you some amazing speakers, not only the advisory board members I shared with you, but we'll be bringing a couple others, and we'll share with you who those are as we lock them in. You do not want to miss Let's Grow. There was a time when Icon was a can't miss event. It's back. You do not want to miss this. It will sell out, and so don't miss it. We're going to have 1,000 people there this year, and I'm telling you, if people wait, they're going to miss out, and we're not going to stream it. It's not going to be sent out virtually to customers. No. We're not doing that. There's power in being together. It's unlike anything else. I learned a bunch of things during COVID, and one of the things I learned is there's nothing like bringing people together. So we will make a special, amazing event. And any of you who are wondering, oh, are you going to do a bigger event the next year and go to the convention center like we used to do? The answer is no, we won't do that. I don't like those huge, massive events. I like 1,000 or so at a beautiful resort where everybody comes together. So this year we'll be at the Let's Grow in the Sheraton downtown Phoenix. The next year we will be at a beautiful resort. We will rent that place out the way we've done in the past, and it will be amazing. Don't miss it this year, November 20th through 22nd. Thanks, Deb, for the work you did to get that lined up. The early bird tickets go on sale on the 26th. Thank you for getting that all lined up for us, Dev. And it's going to be an awesome event with our partners, and having the partner day in conjunction with Let's Grow, and having our advisory board members there, our awards dinner. It's going to be power packed. Just like in the past, this is an event that can make your year. You do not want to miss it. So start making plans and come join us. Be a part of this affiliate program. Be a part of what we're doing. Let's get this going on February 23rd with the virtual summit, and then April 25th and 26th in Nashville. I want to see you there. I'm excited for you to be a part of it. I'm excited for you to help us build and create Keap Nation. I'm so excited about what we're doing in the product. We'll be trickling more and more out to you. It's awesome. And I look forward to partnering with you to help small businesses get the growth, profit, and freedom that they want. All right, we covered a lot. There's a couple of things here. Cameron Tulloch says, I'm a tiny bit lost, exciting, but not 100% sure what the CTA is for the end users we're driving to this. Okay, here's what it is. They're going to go to this event on February 23rd, and I'm going to start off by sharing the small business automation of what it is, okay? And it's not just marketing automation. I'll talk about the chaos. I'll talk about how you conquer it. And then after I get done speaking, Don's going to talk about marketing automation, and he's going to recommend 3 automations that customers should be using for their marketing. Then Pete's going to get up and he's going to talk about sales automation and 3 automations that people should be using in their sales. And then Robin's going to get up and she's going to talk about 3 service automations that people should be using post-sale to create raving fans and to automate the fulfillment and delivery. And then Rory will get up and he'll talk about all the internal operations and all the things that you can be doing to automate your operations. So they'll get up and talk about those things. Then I'll do an interview with Michael Hyatt, and we'll talk about what he calls the double win, what I call the definition of success for entrepreneurs, which is balanced growth in your business and personal life that produces freedom. So we'll talk about that. And then I will finish off the event, and I will share with them what they should be doing to drive automation in their business. And for our people who have not yet joined Keap Nation, I'll be making them an offer. Others that are there, they'll be able to buy books and help us get this message out to the market. But to answer your question, Cameron, they'll get an offer that's a bundle of the product plus the pre-built automations that the speakers are talking about, plus some books, and that's what we'll be offering to people on February 23rd. Great question. Thanks for asking it. Someone said, Jamie Clark says, so is it really worth being a Keap certified partner now? Yes, absolutely. The affiliate program is just a way for people to help build Keap Nation. They don't want to go get certified. They don't want to go serve their customers. They're not meaning like serve Keap customers. They might do a little bit of that on the side, but they're not like building their business around packages that serve Keap customers. So certified partners, you have additional benefits. We do additional trainings. You have additional resources available to you, and you get added to this affiliate program just by being a Keap partner. Great question. Thanks for asking. All right. Awesome questions. I'm so excited about what we're doing to take small business automation out to the world and build up Keap Nation. Come join us. Be a part of what you're doing. If you have not yet felt my energy, you will. You're going to see it. I have been sort of holding back for some time as we've been doing this work, but starting at Let's Grow 2 months ago, I began to unleash it, and you're going to see it more and more and more from Keap. My executive team's fired up about it. Our product team's fired up about it. We're all looking forward to working with you to build Keap Nation, and I look forward to seeing you at an event coming up soon. Thanks, everybody. Keep growing, and let's go build this thing. Take care.